All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashmi Shaba Habakakadash. Double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which we hope to be. It's your brother Hawaii. Got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites better shame of looking like heathens who spit by witness that they're a child of Heavenly Father. In the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah, God or Yahweh. And the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christ, or Yeshua. I got a quick lesson. Any of the preachers come out, y'all know it's the Holy Spirit, why you believe it or not. And pretty much I'm finna go into Second Ezra, the 15th chapter in the Apocrypha. So it says, Behold, because uh, treachery is coming on a whole nother level. It's gonna be desperate as fuck out here. You know what I'm saying? And with it being desperate like that and stuff, people are gonna get grimy, you know. So this is Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. It says, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Right? So the Lord is going to build up men, you know what I'm saying, and they're going to learn within this word by entering into other men's labors, as it says in John 4 and 38. And pretty much what's going to happen is that they're going to, uh, they're gonna give warning and stuff onto the people and stuff. You see, whose jobs are not apostles, whose jobs are not prophets, whose jobs are not teachers, whose jobs are not seers and judges and evangelists. You see, an evangelist is an individual who they go from place to place and stuff and teach. You know what I'm saying? Right, right. And the Lord's words are faithful and true. The scripture says that if it's of man and stuff, it will come to naught. You see, uh, it says verse 2. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. It's a record. You know what I'm saying? Right? You're gonna see the words popping off the pages and stuff. Once you read once you understand stuff, the prophecies and stuff, guess what? You're gonna, when they come to pass and stuff, you're gonna see it's like, this ain't no fairy tale book. This ain't no fairy tale. These things are happening for real. And guess what? You also got other versions and whatnot and stuff. And you got other versions of stuff that's uh, other versions that the Bible is written in and stuff for it to be, you know, more blunt, you know, right? And it says, verse 3, it says, Fear not the imaginations against thee, because we're going to be in a situation where people are going to be blaming us for everything that happens. Because in their minds, how they work on problematic situations, how they work on problematic situations and stuff, it's like until, uh, I guess you'll say they'll use the process of not necessarily the process of elimination, but there's gonna be like, ever since you guys and stuff set up here and said that this was gonna happen, that's gonna happen and stuff, all these bad things started happening and stuff, so it's all your fault. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Most of the people are gonna be in the spirit where it's like, you know what? Uh, um, uh, they're gonna be in the spirit, so they're gonna be in the spirit uh, where it's gonna be like, you know, they're gonna be ruthless, evil. If we take them away and stuff, maybe it won't happen no more. You know. So the Lord is telling us, it's like, as it says, Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter and stuff. It says, well, no. Uh, yeah, we're gonna be bold. Yeah, claim that. But we're gonna be bold as lions and whatnot and stuff. And the thing is that these people don't want to do this and do that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it don't matter. The Lord said, "Do not fear the imaginations of these people and whatnot. That if they imagining fear against the people that's warning them and whatnot and stuff, I mean not fear, but if they're imagining things that they want to do to the ones that's warning them stuff, you already know they a lost cause. It says, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. You know what I'm saying? Incredulity is unbelief. A lot of people are seeing as believing. You know what I'm saying? You got two types of seeing and believing, where you actually see it physically and then see it through the spirit. You see, which it says in Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter, it talks about frontlets. What are frontlets? What's another word for frontlets? Glasses. What do glasses do? They help people see. You know what I'm saying? See through the spirit, though. You see, you know, and a lot of people and stuff, they're not going to believe. You know what I'm saying? So don't let it trouble them stuff, because more than likely they're not going to lean towards the way of the Lord. They're going to lean towards the way of this world. You see, why? Because they don't believe. And it says that speak against thee. For when I read again, Second Esdras 15:3, it says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee; let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, because they're gonna come with swelling words." You see, you know, you know. Verse 4, it says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness," because there's only two sides. You know what I'm saying, right? There's a side that's full of light, and there's a side that's full of darkness. You know what I'm saying? Verse 5, it says, "Behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." You know what I'm saying? You know, and the blessing of Esau Edom is the sword. You know what I'm saying? But the sword and stuff is not just guns. It's anything he can use as a weapon. You see, and a lot of things and stuff. Uh, a lot of things and stuff. You're born, you're raised, and whatnot and stuff. And a lot of stuff is, it looks normal and whatnot. You'll be surprised that how many things and stuff Esau recognized. Even things that's considered as supposed to be good and whatnot. He weaponized that and stuff. Because he know that Jake is gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? But the man's is more about money, where it's like, shoot, I throw my own people in there. You know what I'm saying? But this is what's gonna happen, and it's talking about the elites, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Armorhowers. You know what I'm saying? The rich Jewish banking families, the central bank owners. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is going to use them as a whooping stick, you know what I'm saying, as his whooping stick and stuff upon wicked ass Jakes. And then you already know that they're going to come up against us, because we're the main ones and stuff, proving that the Bible is real, you know what I'm saying, and they don't want people to be woken up, right? But the Lord is going to be bringing these different plagues and stuff upon the people and stuff, because they wicked. So once again, it says, "Behold, save the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world." It says, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. It says, "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." It says, "Therefore saith the Lord," it says, "I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit," meaning outside the temple. So uh, 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 they doing unholy things. You know what I'm saying? They're doing, and they're continuous within it. You see, they're not trying to repent. They want to stay the way that they are. And it says, "Neither will I suffer them in those things." It says, "In which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." You know what I'm saying? Because the souls of the just are not going to like this place. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna complain continually and stuff in the ears of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna, even Isaiah, what he said, "How long, Lord?" You know what I'm saying? How long? We know that it's a short time and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We know that it's a short time and whatnot and stuff. But the thing is that it's you see that this place is waxing worse and worse. The people are waxing worse and worse. They get more and more evil. You know what I'm saying? And you got brothers and stuff that's dealing with ailments and whatnot. You know, you got brothers and stuff that's dealing with ailments and whatnot and stuff. And it's a thorn in their flesh and stuff, and they just want to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Well, brothers, women, children. Some children born with shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you get this place is just a foul, man. It's a foul, man, right? So, and then some of us are gonna get put to death. You know what I'm saying? Uh, 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 some of us are gonna get put to death and whatnot and stuff for the things we speak. It says verse 9, it says, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Right, so that we won't have to do anything. So, these people want to sit up here. Some of them gonna be like, we're doing God's business and whatnot and stuff. And it's like, nah, nigga, you just don't like the fact of what was said and stuff, and you found yourself in that category and stuff that was being spoken on. So now you want to do something because you got offended. You know, a lot of people are offended of a lot of things. They're offended of uh, they're offended of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You see, and it says, verse 10, it says, behold, my people was led as a flock to the slaughter. It says, I would not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. It says, in Egypt is America. It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And when you read the story of Exodus on how the Lord was plaguing Egypt and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? How the Lord and stuff was plaguing Egypt, uh, 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 how the Lord plagued Egypt and stuff. You see that those things and stuff is going, well, of course, all around the world and stuff. But then at the same time, look how heavy and stuff of the things that's going on when it comes down to America. You see, and it says, it's Second Ezra 15 and verse 11. It says, but I will bring them. Well, verse 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn and is mourning now. It says, the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord said that He would send the sword. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what's going on. And the sword is Esau Edom. And guess what? They destroying this place. You know, and multiple of the heathens. You know what I'm saying? That's what they destroying this place. You see, and it says, verse 13. It says they that till the ground. Hold on. It says they that till the ground shall mourn. I'm talking about the farmers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff ain't growing. You know, right? It said for the sea shall fail through the blasting and the hail, the different weather that's going on. And it don't have to necessarily be blasting and hail. It can also be tornadoes, twisters. You know what I'm saying? The different derailments and whatnot and stuff, and causes the land and stuff to get poisoned. You see, right? And it says, and then dust storms, you know, floods. You see, and it says, the different floods and whatnot and stuff, right? And it says, you know, or you pestilence. You know what I'm saying? Uh, 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 let some locusts and stuff come through. They tearing that place down. If whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, I remember in the past and stuff when they come down to Egypt. Uh, uh, when it come down to Egypt a while back, I think it was Egypt and stuff a while back and stuff some years back. You know, it was it was just swarms of locusts and whatnot and stuff. And when they landed, on the different pictures that was shown, they was covering everything. Everything was being covered. All whole cars, the land, the ground. There was like no stone to press. You know what I'm saying? Right? But they'll eat everything. You know what I'm saying? They'll eat everything. You don't have to worry about birds, eating up, your plants and crops and whatnot and stuff. A locust will eat everything. You know what I'm saying? They can devour whole fields, you see. And that's exactly what was going on back then. But Salaki, this it says verse 13 again. It says, "They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hell, and with a fearful constellation." It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." And you got individuals and stuff who love the ways of the world. So guess what? Their mindset is fixated upon it. So therefore, guess what? Woe unto them. What is that? Destruction. You see, Micah 2:10. It says, "This is not our rest." You see, for it's polluted and it's polluted. Matter of fact, bear with me. This is Micah 2:10. It says, "Arise ye and depart." But what is that? That's not talking about being uh, 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 a passport, bro. That's not talking about being a port, bro, and whatnot and stuff. It's talking about depart from this mindset and stuff. Because anybody who has the mindset of the world, you know what I'm saying, or this era, I say, guess what? You're going to be destroyed. And it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It says, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. So it's going to be a lot of people and stuff who's going to have the mind frame of the world. So this is First John 2:15. You're gonna see how the Lord feels and stuff. You see, right? So this First John 2:15. It says, "Love not the world." So guess what? It got to be a mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna be on earth when the kingdom comes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be ruling it, but it's gonna be a different way of living. It's gonna be a different way of living. And it says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world." It says, "If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." It said, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes," it says, "and the pride of life, and pride is hated of the Most High and man." You see, right? And this place is prideful. Who's the most prideful individual out there? Esau, even the full-blooded and spirited Caucasian. You see, right? And the thing is that um, uh, 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 Esau, Edom, and stuff, and who's been putting his vibration and his ways and stuff upon the world? The ones who's in rulership. When it comes down to superscription and stuff, what race of people is that who faces on the money, both the bills and the coinage? You see, right? And I'll read 16 again. It says, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world." So guess what? The Lord is not agreeing with this place. So if you are agreeing with this place, no matter this current era and whatnot, you're not seeking for the kingdom. You ain't the Lord's. You ain't none of His. See, your belief system and stuff is in another way and stuff that He doesn't agree with. And the Lord is showing and stuff that when it come down to that He's the only one that actually exists. So all these other religions out here and stuff, guess what? You niggas, religions out here and those deities and stuff was man-made. Because guess what? It's gonna come to naught. The Bible is coming to pass, nothing else. Uh, you see, so I'm gonna go back to the second address, 15 and 14. Matter of fact, I grab this extra one. You really think that the Lord is down for this time and this era? Really? This is James 4 and 4. Go straight to the point. It says, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses." Now, that's not just, you know, a man having, it's twofold. You know what I'm saying? You can be considered an adulterer or adulteress, you know what I'm saying, metaphorically, or, metaphorically or parabolically, you know what I'm saying, when it come down to following other deities outside of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. If you calling yourself an Israelite and your ass worship Islam, you know what I'm saying, the Lord looking at you as a heathen, because that's a heathen custom. I don't know. It's not his way, you see. So, it says this James 4 and 4. It says, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High?" And you go into the word enmity, it's the word ectora, it means hostility. So this way of this world and whatnot and stuff, the things that a lot of you people are pleased with, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to this world that the Lord is against, guess what? When you're down for it, then guess what? You being hostile to the Lord, you being his enemy, right? It says by implication a reason for opposition. So you want to be an op, and through that and stuff, through that being of opposing the Lord and stuff. Guess what? It also shows that you hate the Lord. You see. So if you're in any religion and stuff that's out here, that's not of the truth. Even Christianity, that's not of the truth. You know what I'm saying? That was creating stuff to keep Israel docile. And the thing is that a lot of people still in Christianity. Why? Because you can live according to the flesh when the Lord wants you to live according to the spirit, his spirit at that, right? Right? If you in that and stuff, you show that you hate the Lord. You hate Yahweh Shem Yahshua, right? So it says, "Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua." And that's why the Lord said, "Depart." Not talking about going into another land. It's talking about the mind frame and the state of mind and stuff of this place. The way of the heathen stuff was learned, and the Lord is not with the heathens. The Lord is with Israel. But you got majority of the Israelites and stuff, no matter where they are, no matter how they look. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the nation of Israel and stuff want to live as the Gentiles. They still want to be heathens. They don't want to come back to their heritage. They want the benefits, but they don't want to do the work. You see, so therefore, guess what? They're also enemies of the Lord. You see, so this is Second Esdras 15 and 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh." It says, "And one people shall stand up and fight against another." It says, "And swords in their hands." You know what I'm saying? And what's modern day sword? Guns. It's gonna be bats, butter knives, golf clubs. uh, uh, or anything else and stuff that somebody can use as a weapon. You see, right? Uh, 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 it's going to be race wars. It's going to be race wars. It's going to be religious wars. You know what I'm saying? Religion wars. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you can get into it. You can get into it with a Muslim and whatnot and stuff just because you believe in the Bible and whatnot and stuff. But the Bible comes to pass, not the Quran. And they'll get mad at you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Look how people are and stuff. If you tell them that you don't vote, they'll be ready to put their hands on you. You see, can't do anything about it. And it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. That's going to be part of the destruction. It says, and swords in their hands. Verse 16. Verse 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, right? It says, in evading one another. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. That's CIA, FBI, uh, uh, police, mercenaries. They're not going to care. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing that rise. And it says, your mayors, you know what I'm saying, your presidents. You've seen what happened when it came down to the Capitol. And guess what? There was certain individuals who was down for the Constitution, who was in law enforcement, you know what I'm saying, who was in the midst of that mob. And it says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You know what I'm saying? And what's the main power and stuff that people are going to use? Guns. You see, guns. Shoot motherfuckers stole 60 tons, I think, of explosive chemicals. So they knew what it was. So pretty much America is going to be one big battlefield. You know what I'm saying? Even family going to be fighting against each other and stuff. You see, right? And it says verse 17. It says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. It's gonna be roadblocks, cutoffs. I think it was that one. It was a movie and stuff called Contagion or something like that. Contagion. And what they did was is that they took the freight trailers. You know what I'm saying? Or the 18-wheeler trailers and whatnot and stuff, and they stacked maybe. I think they stacked two of them. You know what I'm saying, upon the people. We already know where these sicknesses coming from. Ain't no way that you got a cure for something that you call mysterious or mysterious and stuff. And ain't no way that you got a cure and stuff if you're sitting up here saying that something is incoming and stuff and it's mysterious, meaning that you don't know what it is. So guess what? It's gonna be most sicknesses. Georgia Guidestones, 500 to rule over 500 million. But guess what? It's more than 500 million people on the earth. So what you think they gotta do, right? That's part of a great reset. That's not gonna happen. So it says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able and stuff. This place gets smacked with a EMP and stuff. I'm gonna tell you right now, electric magnetic pulse. I'm gonna tell you right now and stuff. Guess what? Uh, um, uh, 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 the trains ain't gonna work. Certain cars ain't gonna work. And shoot, with the internet go down and stuff, that's gonna be the main thing with chaos and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people use the internet and stuff to make money. You see, you know, and that's gonna bring in martial law. The chaos is gonna bring in martial law and whatnot and stuff. And what's gonna happen is that they're gonna have to install roadblocks and whatnot. You see, and it says, verse 18. It says, and then the sicknesses. That movie Songbird and whatnot and stuff. They had checkpoints everywhere. You see, and I only saw the commercial, the different trailers and whatnot and stuff. I didn't see the actual movie. You know what I'm saying? But that was medical martial law. You know, and then what is Joe Biden stuff? Saying and stuff that he's gonna bring the uh, the restrictions and stuff as before, and guess people, and then it's also going to be lockdowns because of climate change and whatnot and stuff. So therefore, people are going to go nuts. And when they go nuts and stuff because of the chaos, that's what's going to happen. They're going to come through, and they're going to martial law is going to be established and stuff. And you got something that's called Operation Garden Plot, and it's going to be okay and legal for militants and stuff to shoot down civilians. And you already see and stuff that in the military and stuff, you got a lot of individuals and stuff who who who's the same and stuff as a nigga on the block. So I was watching Trey Rags, you know what I'm saying, he goes into dark humor and he showed the stuff how individuals get serious and stuff off Uno. Off the card game called Uno and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it be niggas and stuff having the same disagreements in the army and stuff. So you know, a lot of people going to be like, yes, the law enforcement, the military is out here going to be staying safe and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna you're gonna be safe and whatnot and stuff. But it's gonna be some conflict and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Armageddon out here. And you got a wicked ass motherfucker with an AR-15 and stuff with green camouflage on. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be, you know, you know, crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it says verse 18. It says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled." Right? And what's that pride? Ain't nothing gonna happen. Yeah, it is gonna happen. It says, it says, the houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. The scripture says that the mighty men should be as women. They're gonna be as women. And what does that mean? And we already see how it is when it come down to women around these. They throw both their hands up, close their eye, and they take covered while they ducking their heads. That's how niggas gonna be out here. Guys and stuff who got guns, guys who got guns, guys who got who tote guns, gang bangers. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause not everybody and stuff is gonna receive some sort of judgment and stuff where you just get popped in your head. You know what I'm saying? By a hollow tip. You know what I'm saying? And then also it's gonna be the demons and stuff are gonna be out. They're not just gonna be possessing the people. They're gonna show angelic forms and stuff and scare the fuck out of you. Scriptures talk about how you had sad countenances and stuff peeping around a corner. You know what I'm saying? Peeping around the corner and whatnot and stuff. Terrible faces and whatnot and stuff. Then also you're gonna have the behemoth, and you're also gonna have the Leviathan. You know what I'm saying? Which are gonna be spirits of vengeance and stuff out here destroying people. You see, Second Ezra 15 and 19. It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor." It says, "But shall destroy their houses with the sword." You know what I'm saying? Rob you with the guns in your face. It says, "And spoil their goods." Spoil means to rob. And it says, "Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." And that's going to be a troublesome time. You go to the grocery store, they over there doing the lines. Next thing you know, stuff, uh, uh, you don't see nothing in the grocery store, you know. Or then eventually down the line and stuff, you see the grocery store, with broken windows and whatnot and stuff because shit costs too much of stuff when it come down to inflation and stuff, transition into hyperinflation. You see, you know, I think it was in Massachusetts and whatnot and stuff, and I don't think it was a joke. You know, some state that started with an M, and pretty much, a woman that did a TikTok and stuff where there was a steak, four steaks and stuff, and they weren't even meaty or real meaty and stuff, and large and whatnot and stuff. Cost $233. When the last time she went to the grocery store and stuff, that wasn't what it was. You know what I'm saying? You see, so it's gonna be troublesome out here, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people and stuff. The scripture says in Second Ezra, the fifth chapter and stuff, that the land shall be barren of faith. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord's going to be trying people and whatnot. It's not going to be on their time. You're going to have to wait for the Lord. Pretty much in like Exodus, right? In Exodus, in the time of Exodus and stuff, it was a 7-day trip to get out of Egypt to go into Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord had tried them 40 years, tried us Israelites and stuff for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? You know, in the desert and stuff to prove who had faith and who didn't. You see? And the thing is that only uh, 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 two Israelites and stuff made it into the homeland because they kept their faith. And it's going to be some trying times, man. Trying like no other. Like extended, uh, 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 what they call it? What they call it? What is called? Uh, extended periods of extended periods and stuff of blackness, I guess you could say. It's going to be extended periods of it, you know. So just a quick lesson. You know, I hope the video is edifying. I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, double honors to apostles, a great millstone, salutations to elect, we go to beat Shalom, with Kwam Yashua.